combining the love of the game with the love of music. That is what Level 88, a practice incentive program, is all about. So I'm sure you have students who love video games. So I wanted to create a program that combines the elements and gets them excited about practicing. Students will be earning XP points. And if you're not familiar with what XP is, they're basically experience points. That's what it stands for in the gaming world. And they will be advancing to different worlds as they level up through their practicing. They'll have power-ups that they can do, and of course monthly quests, which are challenges that they can do. So I wanted to give you an inside look of Level 88 so you knew what to expect, and so you're set up for success when you begin. First thing that you're going to see after you purchase Level 88 is what's called a read first file. And this is super important because I lay everything out and I give examples. Of course, this video is going to do the same thing, but make sure you read through it and you're ready to go. So the very first thing is you're going to have student progress pages. And this is an example of, I bind mine and put them in their binder. You don't have to bind them. You can just simply hole punch them if you want. If you use the full pages as your choice. I give you several choices. I give you several cover options. So if you don't teach piano, there's another option, just a music design. So you'll have different cover options that you can choose from, and then you have a full color, which is what I did, and then you have a full color cards. So if you don't want to do as many pages in full color, you can create cards instead, or you can do black and white options. So I give you several different options to choose from because I know printing can get pricey. So let's start with the player stats page. This is one area where they're keeping track of their progress. It's the main end game, keeping track of all their stats. And they will add to this. In addition, there's other places that they're going to keep track. And before I forget, I'm going to just let you know that I include several ways that students can be recognized for their progress when they earn their keys, because they're going to be earning key advancements as they're progressing, as they're earning their XP. And there's several ways to recognize them. You do not have to use all the ways. You can if you want, but you don't have to. So choose what you want to do. It's not meant to be a lot of work or complicated, but of course, if you want to do it all, do it all. Okay, so on the player stats page, we have where they're keeping track of their XP that they earn, and I will talk a little bit more about this specifically when I go into the world page, so I won't spend too much time on that. And then, of course, there's their key advancements, and they're going to be coloring as they progress with their key advancements. And then there's the lifetime XP total, and they will, you'll set a deadline of when you want this program to finish, so they'll add up all their points and have their final total and their final rank. In addition, this is an 8-month program, so 11 XP points per month is what my expectations are. However, they can earn more. They can earn up to 15 per month. And then, of course, if they earn less, there's opportunities for, if they do earn 15 another month, that's making up for whatever loss that they have. So all is not, the end of the world if they had a bad month kind of thing. They will have other opportunities to make those points up. And let's see, let's go into a world page. So I'll just start with Discovery Island as an example. So you will see the main thing is to earn XP through practicing. They have this keyboard down at the bottom can keep track of their daily practice so they don't lose their progress as far as how many days they practice. If you use something like Practice Space, you can, of course, go in there to see how many days they practice and color it in from there. However you want to do that is totally up to you, whatever you do with your students. But I wanted to explain, because this could be a little confusing if you're not sure. When you're earning XP points for practicing, it's going to start with a minimum of 8 days to earn their first 2 points. Then another 4 days will earn 2 more points. Another 4 days, so now we're at 16 total days, will earn another 2 points, and then another 4 days that will give them 20 days. That's the goal for the month. That's 5 days a week. They'll earn another 2 points. So the most that they can get for practicing is 8 XP points. Then, if they're short or they want to earn bonus, they want to earn more XP points, they can do power-ups. Power-ups are worth 1 XP. So for example, play a piece you learned this month for someone. So they're sharing a piece with somebody else. That could be their mom, their sister, their grandma, whoever. It could be a friend. When they do that, they earned a power-up. So they can earn 1 extra point or replace a point if they're short on their practice. Sharing a recording of a piece that they learned this month. So they record a piece and share it. Teach someone one thing you've learned. I love that one. And give a compliment to a piano friend. So each one of those are worth 1 point each. So that's 4 points of power-ups that they can earn. So if they, let's just pretend they had a bad practice month and they only practiced 12 days that month. Well, they earned 4 points on their practicing total. And now they did all of the power-ups, so that's making up. So they just earned 4 points for their power-ups. So now they're at 8. Then we have the World Quest. This is a monthly challenge, and those are worth 3 XP. So when they do the monthly challenge, that will give them the 11 points that they need for the month. So kind of see how they can play around with if they're short. Now, if they practice the 20 days and they earned all 8 points, plus they did the power-ups, and plus the World Quest, that will give them 15 points total. So they'll be ahead of the game, and they're going to advance. They're going to earn their keys a little bit faster, which is totally fine. I also wanted to mention, you'll notice this game board right here. This is also a place where they can keep track of their XP points. So for example, when they earn 2 points for 8 days of practice, they can go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, and then they earn 2 more, they do 2 more. When they earn a power-up, 1, and so on. So there are 15 spaces on the game board, which is the highest they can get on the game board and for their XP points. But if they only get to 11, that's still good. And then they write their total down here, and then they can go back to their player stats page and add it there as well. So keep in mind, the worlds only progress each month or every 4 weeks. You don't want the worlds to progress any faster. So even your early finishers, there's always those who do extras and want to get there first. That's fine. They can earn their Grandmaster, which is the highest key advancement. They can earn that early, but the worlds might not be done. So we might still be on Desert Expedition when they earn their Grandmaster key. And so they're still working on, so at their point, even if they earned their level 88, now they can see how many XP points they can get by the end. So they might get more than 88. So that becomes a fun, you could even do a leaderboard on that. Okay, let's go. I think that's it on that. So let's talk about the key advancements. There are I think there's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9 key advancements. The first key is novice, and they're actually, when you begin the program, you're actually going to give them their first key. They don't need to do anything to earn this key. It's just getting started. Their novice is a beginner, so they're getting started. They're getting used to learning the program and stuff. So a little note on the keys real quick. You do not have to have, if you don't want to physically print these out and all that, because they are a lot of work. I do them when I'm watching TV. If you don't want to do these, you don't have to. I have a video of their key advancement, and of course they have their coloring in their book of the key advancement, okay? So you don't have to have a physical key if you don't want to use that. Because I did do it, I also wanted to give them a keychain, and I found these really cool keychains that they can color. So these are wood, and they have different designs, just give you an idea. And they have just a ton of different designs. These are just a few. Sorry, I'm kind of being right there. Anyway, so they're going to color these, and then this is where they'll add their key, and then they're going to put the keychain in their binder so they don't get lost. So that's where they're going to keep track of their keys. When I was doing the keys, I printed these on cardstock and then laminated them, but I quickly realized that I should have just cardstock, no lamination, or regular paper with laminate. The reason why is I noticed with the cardstock and the lamination, because the keys are smaller and has little jagged edges, etc. I'm noticing the laminate is kind of coming off, and so that's my little tip for you. You could learn from my mistakes. Okay, let's see. So we have on the key level advancements, students will advance to each world each month, regardless what level they reach during that time. So again, they can be at adventurer, but we might only be on forest to focus at that point. So it's not going along with the world advancements. So world advancements are every 4 weeks or every month, however, whenever you start. You want pretty much every 4 weeks is a good thing to do. In addition, I do have MP4s, the original MP4s, or QR codes that you can show students. This is a congratulations message when they level up to encourage them to keep going and to strive to level 88. Show the novice, when you give the novice key, show that right away, because that's going to get them excited to keep earning towards their apprentice key and so on. And posters are included as well as another way to show progress. Totally up to you if you want to use them. You don't have to use those. And let's go into some of the other stuff. If you do use a poster, in the decor file, there are these in 2 different sizes. One is for if you just want to have them on the wall and you want a smaller version of these, and another one is a bigger one. This one, the bigger one, goes along with the poster that you can change the worlds in and out. There's another poster that has all the worlds on them, so you can decide what you would rather use. One thing that I included is these little circles where after you put and I do have directions on how to create avatars for your students. So after you create your avatar, you can glue on the student avatar on there. This is if you want to have public progress shown. So I give details on how to do this. Eventually, they're going to have it all colored up like this. Or if you don't want the piano one, there's the musical one. So I give details on that. I won't go into that right now. Just know that that is available if you want more of a public showing of student progress. I do include assignment sheets if you use paper assignment sheets. They're included. If you don't, no big deal, don't use them. I include certificates as well. What I did since I bind my book for my students, I included a certificate, the one that's more general, in the back. There's some more specific ones. Each time they rank up, there's a certificate, whether you want to use that or just wait till the end, or however you want to do the certificates, that's up to you. There's also Student of the Month certificates or Student of the Week if you would like to do that. Or I should say Player of the Month and Player of the Week. Let's see. Oh, I have a birthday graphic or a video, or you could use both. It's up to you if you want to do that. Decor. So just to give you an idea, it's always fun to decorate your room in the theme. So I have a bunch of different decor, including the logo of level 38, and then just some fun little things with a video game theme. Don't fear mistakes, they're part of the experience. And every adventure begins with your first note. Things like that. So there's a bunch of different options to choose from. You can decorate to your heart's content. And then I also include photo props because it's always fun to recognize students' progress with pictures. So I have, anytime they are, let's see, advancing, when they unlock a key, you can celebrate that. You can celebrate with, where's my, I don't have them out right now. When they have a new world, you can celebrate with that. I have back to the bench, first lesson, birthday, moving on up. One of the quests is a 1-minute challenge, so you can do 1-minute challenge high score or made it to the top 10, which reminds me, the 1-minute challenge also includes a top 10 leaderboard. Now, with this one, I would suggest, this goes along with the Melody Garden Quest. And with that one, I would suggest, because it's a 4-week quest, I would suggest taking advantage of that and have that leaderboard change every week. And so every week you're timing their progress with a note reading challenge. All right, there is a Getting to Know You page that you can, I always love doing that. Every single year I do a Getting to Know You page with my students. And I included a theory game that goes along with the Desert Expedition quest. Just keep in mind with this that you'll need a Canva account. You can get a Canva account for free, and then you're good to go on that. And then let's see. Oh, I do have an Easter egg included. With video games, Easter eggs are a thing, and I give a little bit of a history behind that and my little Easter egg for you. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have gone through most everything, but again, if I'm missing anything, it's probably in the Read First file. And if you have any other questions, just let me know. I hope your students enjoy leveling up and really see it in their practice progress this year. Game on!